ID, please.
Yo. Heard a lot of shit through the grapevine, might seem soft, but I'll play nice. I ain't even started just.
Welcome back, guys, to Let's Talk French. I hope you lot enjoyed last week's episode with Delita. This week, I'm with Kaywavey. I'm going to be talking about music. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. So, how you been recently?
I'm alright, still. Can't lie, I'm just chilling, man. You know, just creating whatnot, working, the usual.
How's that music been like recently as well?
I think due to the pandemic, it's been kind of different, you know, in terms of like releasing stuff, shooting events, you know, all of these things. It's just kind of like they're just handled a lot differently now. So I feel like there's pros and cons to it because I've been more in my creative space because of the fact that there's nothing else. Well, at one point there was nothing else for me to do. Things are opening up now, but like at the same time I was kind of like, I felt like I could have done more because of the fact that coronavirus was there, it just made it difficult. So it's been kind of bittersweet, but I mean, I'm picking stuff back up now. You know, there's gonna be more things I can do outside of the house and outside of the studio instead of just being confined. So I'm just creating, man. That's what I've been doing.
No, I'm gonna think. 'Cause I was thinking as well, like, you see the whole I don't know, was you gonna do shows? Like, if it wasn't like the pandemic and that, was you thinking of doing?
You see, that's what the thing is. Like, before the pandemic started, I was doing hella shows. I was doing hella. Like, I probably had a show every month at least at one point. Still, that was like at the start of 2020, and then like the pandemic hit, and then that was it. Like, everywhere just started shutting down, and that was it. So I just had to just like release songs from the house, and then that's all I could do.
No, so like, you see with the whole I mean, now things are getting back to normal again, and that, do you feel like, even though I don't know if it makes sense yet, but you see how even though you've gone through that before pandemic, I'm in the pandemic now, do you feel like it's kind of helped you in a way? Because you've been I didn't say adapt, but like, you get what I'm trying to say right now?
Yeah, I feel like it's helped me discover more musically, because I think during the pandemic I started producing my own stuff. So it's like I picked up a better skill, and also I learned more engineering techniques as well, so that I could, you know, make my stuff sound better and everything. So yeah, like it's that's what I'm saying. It's kind of bittersweet because I've picked up skills, but at the same time it's just like, you know, I missed out on that bag for that show. It's just like, you get me. But apart from that, like it's been helpful in a way. I can't lie, but I'm glad things are coming back to normal now because I want to do some shows, man. So,
like, all the best for real. But like, again, as usual, like, the first thing for me that I like about you is that you sing. And obviously, like, it's not really, I'm not saying that it's not common, but you know, like, guys from London, they'll probably like rap or do something else in it, but you actually sing.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like as opposed to a lot of other artists, I feel like when you're a singer, that's why sometimes it takes you longer to get where you really want to go, because of the fact that like people are less receptive when it comes to like vocals and stuff, you know. It's very like rare. But I mean, just working in it to be fair, I mean, I started off rapping, but I'm a singer, so you know. But I mean, I feel like as I'm progressing in music, I'm thinking like, I can kind of mix the both. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing now.
I think you should definitely do that. Yeah. I think you should definitely should. Like, what's your favorite? I think my favorite songs from you is, if it's not Deep End, it's Dior. Do you know what I mean? What are your favorite? I think Dior and Deep End for me are proper. Yeah,
I think my favorite song that I've made is Red Eye. And I think Red Eye, and I think just Red Eye. Red Eye's my favorite song that I've ever made. Like, I feel like the drum pattern, you know, like the juicy drum pattern, it just kind of makes the song sound so like, it's like hella nostalgic for people that obviously know about them kind of rhythms there. And you know, it just brings a vibe as well when I start singing. For me personally, that's how I feel about the track, innit? Like, Dior's cool, don't get it twisted, but it's like,
it was my fave.
I feel like, I know everyone likes Dior, you get me? Like, but yeah, if you ain't heard Dior, you get me, just go
banger,
go stream that. Dior/She, produced by Bills on the Beat. Shout out, bro. But I think Red Eye, Dio's cool, but it's just like it's drill, innit? It's nothing that UK ain't heard before. That's how I feel about it, and you know, it's in demand. Ever since I started doing Dior, bro, the amount of producers that were just selling me hella drill
That's
beats.
good,
Like,
though.
it's good that people are trying to contact me, but it's like, you know, I didn't plan on making that the forefront of my image.
Oh yeah,
You know,
100.
it's being drill. But I mean, you know, it's a thing where I can experiment and do it every now and then, so I don't really mind. But yeah, like, yeah.
So like even like I mean that aside now, it's a bit more deep or something. Like who do you feel like when you started making music? Like who kind of inspired you? Or, like what other artists do you? I won't say look up to, but like inspire you basically.
Well,
Do you think?
here or just like everywhere, anywhere.
Actually everywhere. We'll talk about UK later, innit? It's like everywhere. Do
Yeah,
you think?
yeah. I think the main person that inspired me when I first started making music was Tory Lanez, and then when I started singing more, it became Bryson Tiller. But I think I started making music before Bryson Tiller had even blown, so that's why it was Tory Lanez, because I think Tory Lanez blew before Bryson. So yeah, like, or maybe they blew around the same time. I'm not really sure about.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about the time scale, but I think started out as Tory Lanez, and then eventually it became Bryson Tiller, and then those are the two people, because I think with Tory Lanez it's like at the start I used to rap and sing, so that's why, like, you know, Tory Lanez was one of my inspirations, because like he's one of the greatest at doing something like that. You know, mixing the two, even if it's not on the same track, it could be on like different tracks. One track he'll rap, and you won't even think he can sing, and then you'll hear him singing. It's just like he's got this crazy voice. You get me? And then eventually it started to become Bryson Tiller, because you know Bryson Tiller, I guess you could say he rap sings a little, but it's more like vocals.
Who do you prefer? I like Bryson more, you know.
I prefer Bryson more as well.
I like him a lot.
Because the reason why I prefer Bryson more is because of the fact that I think, like, because like he's one of my biggest inspirations. I think I've clocked him as a person as well, and it's kind of like he's one of them quiet people, or one of them people who's kind of like, I wouldn't say hella quiet, but like sometimes he can just be reclusive, or want to just keep to himself, or just want to go ghost for a little, and that's how I feel a lot of the time as well. So it's just like I feel like I can more relate to that. Whereas Tory Lanez, I feel like his personality is more outgoing, as opposed to someone like Bryson Tiller. So yeah,
that's you. Can we deep it? See Bryson. I mean, I don't follow him as much, but like with Bryson, like, if it's not music, you don't really hear nothing. Like he's just, do you know what I mean? Like
that's what I'm
he's
saying.
there, but you don't know what he's doing. Like I kind of like that. Do you know what I mean?
That's
Just
what I'm saying.
will come, go, drop it out. That, do you know what I mean? Drop something, go, feature, go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like
and
about
another
him.
reason why I like him is because like not to sound like some fanboy, but like well, like obviously I follow him on the gram in it, and like you know I see what he gets up to, and like he likes a lot of like games and stuff. He likes like cars and shit, and I like all the same things. Oh, am I allowed to cuss on here?
Because he,
Okay,
you can do as you please.
I just have to make sure, innit? But yeah, like I feel like he's like he's into a lot of things that I'm into as well. So I feel like it's kind of like I can relate to how he is, you know. So yeah.
So then, coming back to the UK now. So what do you think about like the UK? Like, is there anybody in the UK like you? I don't want to say F with, because like everyone likes someone, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's a weird question, but
does it matter if it's rappers or singers? Or
it can be literally anyone. Or to make it easier, who were like your favorite 5 artists from the UK? That's the easier question.
That's hard, you know.
You oh
my days, yeah, because I listen to a lot of UK music. Don't get twisted, but at the same time, like, I feel that the UK is always filtered to a certain sound at some point. You get me? Like, it's not like America where you could drop any kind of sound at any time. Because basically, I'll give you an example. So like back in the day, boom, people were doing Afro swing. That's all you hear is Afro swing. People were on that. Then now it's drill. So now all you hear is drill. Even if it's not proper drill, it's like commercialized kind of drill. Or like radio playing kind of drill. So it's like, it's hard to pick because no one's really like doing, you know, anything collectively. But I think, okay, cool. I'll start with Western. I'm from West as well. So you get me like straight away. You know, big old Western still. I think, this is hard, you know.
You know, mine's off my head. Like, I know mine straight.
Serious? Okay. I'm gonna say Western.
Yeah.
Nines.
Yeah, same.
Therefore, Nines is crazy hard. Nines is dumb hard.
He's clear.
Who else can I think about?
Sing with you, by the way.
I'm gonna say Heady. The reason why I say Heady is because I feel like when he in, especially when it came to drill, it's like he changed the sound a lot. You know, especially in terms of the way people like flow on beats and stuff. So I'm gonna say Heady. Who else?
Heady's not even my
I
thing.
can't even. Swear down, you don't like Heady?
No. You know what it is? This might sound a bit rude. Like, I like Heady.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of you see how there's the album that's the red one, or the mixtape that's the red one, and there was that Adele song in there, like Wonder.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I like
the
that one. Then I like the 1-2.
Yeah.
I like
the 1-2 was cold. Yeah.
I like the the project that had Home on it.
Yeah.
What's that called again?
Yeah,
Trap.
yeah.
What's that called again? Something X something.
Oh, Music and Road.
Yeah, I think the
Music
one that
and
he
Road.
dropped recently. That's
Edna. I don't. Do you know what? Yeah, I personally, if you ask me, yeah, I think Heady's best project is 1-2. I can't lie. That's me personally.
is that
but
the
I
black
mean,
black and white one.
yeah. Dig That's on that. Who else is on that?
Yeah,
Young
that's
Bane.
a solid one.
I think Abs is on that. Low Key. Cause you know Low Key's got the Yardman style on the draw in it. I roll with that heavy. Yeah, there was that one still. But yeah, I rock with Heady heavy. I can't really think of anyone else off the top of my head, man. Like, there's no big yeah, like, because I don't know, like, I'm just not. I like, don't get twisted. I like UK music, but I'm just like, a lot of the stuff that I listen to is UK, but more like US. Yeah.
I'm kind of the opposite. I don't really play US music, you know. I'm more UK. I don't really. I don't know why. Like with the US music, I'm kind of.
I used to live in America as well, so that's why I'm kind of like more.
Okay, that definitely makes sense.
I used to live in America. I moved there when I was 12. I lived there for like 2-3 years. Then I came back here when I was like, 15, 14.
How was living over there like at that time?
It was cool. Like, it was. I went to middle school first. Then I went to high school, and like it was different. But at the same time, it was live because of the fact that I'm from the UK and obviously I'm living in America. It's like attention was always on me. There were always people coming up to me saying, "Oh, can you say this? Can you say that?" Teachers were always interested in what I was, in what I had to say in class, whatever. And it was different. It was a good experience. Still, it was a good experience.
I don't know if you remember this because that was a while ago, yeah. But you see, when you was over there, like, how did them not see? I wouldn't say see us, but you see how we see the music over there. How did they see us? Do you think
they don't take us serious because of our accent? I'll be real. They think we sound silly,
like mad British.
They think we sound so prim and proper. That's why they can't take us serious. And they, personally, I don't want to say that this is the case, but I feel like they never will because of our accent. I'll be real. Maybe to be fair, I'll be real. Over the years, there's been more people that have been able to appreciate it, but there's no consistency with that. You know. So I mean, I don't know.
I like US music, but.
Yeah, I know. The UK is home, man. That's why I couldn't even stay over there in the first place anyway. That's why I came back. Because the UK is just, I just love the UK.
I think over here, like, your top 5 is similar to mine. Mine's like, not in order though.
Yeah.
Nines is there, put Dave there, Weston's there.
How can I forget about Dave?
I'm thinking, alright, yeah. I think that's a Heady Dave.
Dave definitely. I put Dave before Heady personally. Me personally.
Yeah, Dave's definitely there.
Dave, Nines. Oh, actually, I'm going to top 5 now. Weston, Dave, Nines, Huss, and I think after that, Gigs.
Yeah.
That's me still, personally.
I wouldn't put Huss there though.
You would have put Huss there?
Nah, I would have put. I think you lot are kind of not. I wouldn't say brainwashed, but you lot are brainwashed. I don't like. You see how like people are like, oh my days, Huss. I'm just like, yeah. It was.
But Huss is weird though. At the same time, he's weird.
Like, I'm not like a mad. Oh my days, Huss. I was like, yeah, he dropped a. Like being, I'm not gonna lie, Big Conspiracy was good, but it's like, okay, like, I'm not.
What was good?
Big Conspiracy, like that was good, but I'm not like, oh my days, he's so. To me, he's not.
I think Common Sense showed. I think Common Sense showed more versatility from J Huss because of the fact that he had kind of like dance songs on there, as well as like Afro swing, and then somewhere he was just doing UK rap. But I feel like the one he released recently, I feel like a lot of it was weird. It was like UK rap, but it was like Afro beat influenced UK rap. If you get what I'm saying, something like that. But but I definitely put Huss up there because I feel like some of the stuff he talks about in his lyrics, even though he says it in a certain way, it's things that you can deep and actually you can take something from. That's what I think.
No, I agree. No, I hear you actually. I agree with you. I agree with you to an extent. Only because I don't take like he's definitely not dead, but I'm not gonna listen to House like 10 times. Oh my, I don't care like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you though, but because I mean, even I don't listen to Huss all the time.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's still like he's just still one of the top guys for me. I feel like I put him over Stormzy. I'll be real. I feel like Stormzy is so overrated. I know people might come to me, but I mean,
he's overrated.
Man, yeah,
You
man.
see,
I put Skepta before Stormzy all the time.
Skepta's definitely up there.
Any day.
Skepta's up there.
Yeah, man. Especially Skepta's last album, See No Evil Here. What's it called?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably like the cover has to be in front of me to know the album. Like,
It was like, I don't know, but the cover had like this.
Was it
it had
blue,
yeah,
red?
it was
That
like,
one.
It was basically like a what do they call it? It's basically like a night vision kind of cover. Like all of the pictures were in night vision, but like it was. I think that album was sick.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But yeah,
You think it's overrated? Stormzy.
yeah.
Do you know what I think about Stormzy? This might be my own. This is my opinion. I think with Stormzy, like back in the day, he was hard, but I feel like the way he is now, like, I don't want to say audience because like, I feel like he just makes like his music is just like, even if you don't like it, there's a reason why he's still charting. Do you know what I mean? Because he's doing something like, right? Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know how if that makes sense or not, but
I mean,
he's just. I
don't
don't know.
I feel like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like whenever it comes to people in the UK,
Yeah.
being at like somewhere within the top like 20 artists in the country, I feel like then it just what they talk about just seems to become repetitive. Whereas I feel like in America, when you have artists who are like, I don't know, the top 20 or top 10 artists in America, regardless of what you hear, it's going to be something different that they'll talk about. Whereas I feel like, okay, for example, Stormzy, I feel like when Stormzy drops a tune, he just talks about how he's the king of the UK and that's it. That's all I hear from Stormzy. I'll be real, that's all I hear. I'm the king, give me my crown. It's like, bro, like, okay, cool, like, all right, talk about something else. You get me? That's how I feel personally. So, you know, but I feel like he's overrated, man. I'll be real. No disrespect to Stormzy, you get me? Like, I credit him for where he is, you get me? Like, that's, you know, that's another black person who's in a better position. But still,
then who do you prefer then? Stormzy or Chip then?
you see, even Chip. I like Chip.
No, I'm not gonna like. I'm Stormzy. I'm not a Chip person.
You know, yeah, no. I like, you know, yeah, I like Chip. I like Chip still, but but the thing is, I like Chip, but I'm not gonna sit down and be like, yeah, back on some Chip.
That's what I'm saying. No
I
one
can't
does
do that.
that.
It's the same with Stormzy. I just can't still.
Yeah, I think that's what it's similar with that. I don't think people actually sit down saying, "Cool, let's play them today." But
Yeah.
I like Stormzy. Like for me, for Chip, because again, I don't want to be a prick, but with the thing with him and Skepta, I think there's one song.
I don't think that was too great though. I can't lie.
I think was it Ways. No, there's a song. Is it? I don't know what song it was yet, but I think when Chip's part comes on, it's that. Skip, 'cause it's not.
I think
it's
I know
not
which
that.
one you're talking about. Is it Mains?
It might
it's
be
called
Mains.
Main. I think it's called Mains still.
Like I don't know. Like, I'm not really, because for me, like people like Chip. Like again, I'm not saying that he's dead, but for me,
Yeah.
I don't believe people actually play Chip. Like nobody goes out their way to play Chip.
Do you know
If
what
you
it is?
do,
Yeah, no. Do you know what it is? There's people. Obviously, there's someone. Because if that wasn't the case, then you get me. You wouldn't have albums that would be going in the charts and stuff. But it's the thing where like, I don't know. It just depends who it is. I'll be real. But me personally, I'm not gonna sit down and say, yeah, let me hear some shit. You know what I'm saying?
that's dead.
And personally, I feel like another reason why I feel like I can't listen to a lot of UK artists, Chip is a good example, is because sometimes they come up with some bars that are just really corny, man. You know, it's like I'd rather them just say something simple than just try and make a bar and then like have it just sound hella corny. You get me? So it's like, I don't know, man. But yeah.
So even like, because you're an artist as well, I was trying to think. You see like the whole like being independent. So what's your kind of like? Do you like that as well, or?
Yeah, I mean, because you know what? Yeah, I feel like, well, personally, I feel like being independent is not easy. I'll be real. You know, it costs a lot of money. You know, everything's on your back, and if you ain't got management to help you out, then it's just, you get me. It's difficult trying to keep track of everything. You know, people that want to do features with you, or people that want to produce songs for you, or you know, talking to people when you have a video shoot. All these things, like it's hard to keep track of everything in it, and also the P's as well. It's a lot. So I feel like it's hard to be independent. But I mean, I feel like in terms of when you look at if you want to build a legacy in the future, then it's probably one of the best things to do, you know, because I mean, labels are not going to hollow you for nothing, you know. They want something from you, you know. 'Cause I've been to countless labels and all they've had to tell me is, right, like, what are you doing? Okay, cool, that's what you're doing, say nothing, like, we like what you're doing, and that's it, boom, I'll just leave. It's like, it don't mean nothing. You get me? So it's like, I'm not even really interested in labels and that really a lot. I mean, if they fling me a little single deal, I might do it, but in terms of when it comes to like albums, you know, like four album contracts or 5 album contracts, stuff like that, I'm just not trying to hear it. I'll be real.
No, I feel you. I'm thinking in the UK, you see, I don't want to get my facts wrong in it, but in the UK, Central C's, he's independent, right? He's not signed.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Donny personally, but I mean, yeah, I reckon he's independent still. I mean, I feel like when you put your mind to something and you know what you're doing and you have the right people around you,
100.
then it's possible to just, you know, it's possible to break boundaries. So, you get me?
And I feel like what you're saying, because you can still blow same way.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, again, this might be wrong, but NSG independent. Them not aren't thinking, are they?
I don't know. I don't really listen to NSG a lot, but I believe they are. Yeah.
And I feel like from, again, like, I bang them out a lot in it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, they're like one of my favorite groups in the UK. I think for me, I like Western and NSG a lot. Like, from like the SoundCloud days, like, they had like a song called Wine on Coach, but it was like some SoundCloud, didn't it? Like, nah, it's like, when you hear it now, it sounds dead, but at the time it was popping, innit? But like, they're seeing the way them lot have come up. Independent, you know, I feel like it makes it even, I don't want to say sweeter, but it kind of is, do you know what I mean? Because
it's like you're more happy for people when they come up that way.
Yeah, literally.
So, yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So then, like, what do you think, again, because you're in the UK scene anyway, what do you think like the scene's missing or lacking in, for example?
I feel like, do you know what? I don't even feel like it's a scene. I feel like it starts with the people that are receiving the music, because of the fact that like everyone wants to hear a certain sound. Nothing's gonna evolve. Nothing's gonna expand too much because of the fact that everyone wants to hear the same thing. Yeah. So I feel like I feel like what the scene needs right now is that one person who like can just like transcend the scene into being something that's just original. So like someone who can just do like everything. I mean, don't get twisted, there's a lot of people that can do everything, but I mean like to the point where the whole scene changes to where, you know, it's not a certain type of music that can blow, basically.
Anything can basically blow them.
Like, if I feel like in the UK there's only a certain amount of people that can actually appreciate good music no matter what genre it is. But most of the time people just blow up hype over here.
No, I mean, I actually kind of agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like, again, because some people, because like, again, like, people will ask this question about, oh, what's missing that bit, is that you lot don't want to go out your way to actually listen to other, like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're saying it, but you don't actually listen to other artists. So how can you say it in, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't really do that.
That's why I say it starts with the people who are receiving the music. Like, regardless of what it is, if you want to blow in the music industry, you have to please the audience.
That's true, yeah.
So I mean, it starts with the people. Like, you can push and push and push and push. I mean, regardless, I feel like consistency is a good thing. So if you're gonna keep going, then I feel like what you set your mind to, you can do. So eventually you'll get there. But yeah, it starts with the people, man.
No, I agree.
And it starts with the people, and I feel like there's just got to be an artist who's just able to blow off being original in what he's doing.
I don't know if you'd agree with me, but you see how you mentioned, not on that point in step, but you see how you mentioned how there's some artists that can do everything. Again, it's, obviously I like him a lot, but you see how like Young Bane can do a lot of things, and he's clearly shown that he's black. He's like, a lot of the music that he makes, they've all banged and they're all quite different. Do you know what I mean? Do you mean people like that?
Young Bane can. Yeah, I feel like people like, yeah, like, I agree with that still, but I also feel like I also mean more people like, I'm trying to think of someone who's a good example, you know. It's hard to think of someone right now, but I think Young Bane is a good example.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Young Bane's touched on a lot of genres. From where, if you think about where Young Bane started and the kind of music that he's made over the past few years, it's like he's always been on something different.
all the
Get
time.
me?
Yeah. That's why like
So-
he's even in mine. That's it. I think he's in my top. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I don't think he's dead at all. Do you know what I mean? Because the mainstream still bangs, Lone Wolf Bang still bangs. The project with, like DBE. Do you know what I mean? Like he can definitely make, like he's definitely a musician.
Shall I be honest? Yeah, that project with DBE was
Clear.
banging. Like that
It's
project.
clear.
I forgot what's my guy made the artwork as well. Pav.
Is it?
Shout out Pav. Yeah.
Any minute now.
Yeah.
I think I'm not gonna lie. That's. Do you know what? I'll be real with you. It's for me. It's 9 out of 10 only because there's a song called Work, and I'm not a fan of that song.
I wouldn't remember how it goes.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything else, though, nah, definitely solid. Even DBE.
Yeah, I rate it.
I love DBE.
Yeah, I rate it. You see what it is with DBE. Yeah, I like DBE because of the fact that they knew what they wanted to do and they pushed it, and then everyone, everyone could appreciate it.
No,
You
I
get
agree
me?
with you.
Like they didn't change. They didn't go on the wave. They didn't go on the wave at all. They started their they literally started their own thing. And it's like everyone. It's like, and that's the thing with the UK. Because DBE started their own thing and it popped, everyone had to rate it.
Like, you can't.
Yeah, you had to rate it. Even if you don't like the music, you gotta rate them. I feel like that's how it is with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I rate DBE
have
highly
to.
still. And then you see how Young Az has done. Like Young Az is another good example of someone who's jumped on loads of different kind of tracks. Even when it comes to like features and stuff. And then even recently, he dropped a Daily Duppy. I think it was yesterday actually.
You know what? I'm actually glad he dropped it. You know, I'm so glad he dropped it.
And he's rapping.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
people always talking like, fam. He basically said, "Yeah, I still got it sharp."
Yeah,
Like he basically said, "I
exactly.
still got it. You lot can sharp now." Do you know what I mean? Like
Exactly. And it banged. It
banged a lot.
for
Do you know
me
what I
still.
mean? Because with me, I feel like people like again. Cool, I'm a fan in it, so obviously I'm gonna be biased. But I feel like people just jump on the bandwagon too much. Like people are just saying, "Oh yeah, it's repetitive." But it's like, fam, you guys don't listen to their music. Do you know what I mean? Because if you did, we'd be saying that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like people just say that. People just say, "Oh yeah, pussy this," but it's like, fam, not like, do you know, like relax, because not every single song. Do you know what I mean? You lot are hearing it, but it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, because people are weird, because they'll be like, why do people rap about what they don't do in it? They're not lying. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they're not saying lies to you. So what do you guys want? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you get it? But I definitely. Do you like the last one? The Us versus Them. The one with the Percocets on that one.
I think that's I think that wasn't too bad, but my favorite DB project is still PTSD. But a lot of people would say what's the
Home
other
Alone.
one? Yeah, a lot of people
Home
say
Alone
Home
is
Alone,
clear.
but like PTSD for me, nah, that's a banging project still. Like I didn't personally at that point, I didn't even rock with DB too heavy, but when I heard that, I was like, yeah, these men are hard.
They're
Yeah.
very hard.
Yeah, like.
Do you know what?
yeah.
Did you like Street Trauma? I actually like Street Trauma. You know, people
No.
that no,
Absolutely
wait.
You know, do you know what? Yeah, before I get into it, shall I tell you why I don't like Street Trauma?
Here we go.
The mixing on that project is terrible. It's terrible. Their vocals are louder than the beats on almost every single track. It's so bad. And because I engineer for
I want to
as
say,
well,
I feel
innit?
like because you do that, you must have like
Yeah,
taken
because
that
I know
into-
what levels are supposed to sound like, and it just didn't sound right. You feel me? Like as an engineer, that would bug any engineer, man. Hearing music that has just has bad mixing, it's just gonna bother any engineer. If it's got bad mixing, I can't listen to it.
But I like it though. Street Trauma. It's actually not like it's not bad. Like it's actually a good project.
I like Creep. I think that's the only tune I like.
No, I like Creep.
The
No,
boy
so
from the
that's like-
Creep, no,
yeah, that's a
the boy from the
banger.
Creep.
You know, that was my thing about shit. You know, on Spotify, the most recent. That was my. I played that song the most. That I don't know what it was about that song. That song is something else.
It's a banger.
Even do you know what? I even saw the other day. You see how Nine's talking about he's gonna start making music. He's gonna stop. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
How obviously you like Nines as well a lot. What's like your favorite Nines project? It's a random question. 'Cause I just realized that.
One for out. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, one for out.
that one's so. That's actually a good one as well.
One for out was
Your favorite?
One for out was tough still.
I think my favorite one. For me, my favorite one that I don't skip at all is One Foot In.
One foot in, yeah, one foot in. That's the one where he's on a block in it and then
Yeah,
the cover
yeah,
art. Yeah, one foot in, yeah, that one's solid as well.
But I
for me,
feel
One
like
Foot Out.
quality wise, I say quality, but like I think for me his best ones though, I think it's between Loyal to the Soil.
Yeah,
Church to Hollywood.
yeah.
Or and I'm not gonna lie,
Crop Circle.
No, I like
No,
crabs. I like crabs in the bucket as well.
Nah, crabs.
Even
yeah,
though it's new, I can't lie. It's
Yeah, I
up
can't
there.
lie. Crabs. Yeah, like
It's
because
up
do you know what
there.
it is? And do you know what it is? Do you know what I rate about crabs in the bucket? Yes, it's a very diverse. It's a very diverse
Very.
project. Like even like with Tiggs on there. He's got Northside. Who else he got on there? NSG. He's got.
Oh, Dill's there, I swear, innit? The
Dill's
Ring-a-Ling
there.
song, yeah.
You see when it comes to upcoming artists, Old Dill's at the top for me. I'll be real. Like, Old Dill's a banging artist,
Literally,
man.
I think he's like one song away from just.
That's it. If you ask me, in terms of just the way he's talented, he's clear already for me.
No, but like, people like even like the thing is that he is clear, but like obviously I want him to be bigger than he really is. I feel like he's one song away from getting that, because like everything he's dropping is just been. Do you know what I mean?
Man, he is, man. Shout out, bro. I spoke to him the other day. He said he's gonna be dropping something soon. So I'm just
About time.
You get me? Every time I see this guy drop something on his Insta, I'm just like, yeah, I need more music from him. You get me?
He makes great music.
Yeah, man. Hopefully I get to do a feature with him one day. Well, he's sick, man. But yeah, he had Odell on there.
He had
Louis. Did you hear the tune with Louis Ray that he on there? That's my favorite tune on there.
That's my top two.
Yeah.
My number one's NIC, like Nick.
Yeah.
That song, when I first heard that, I said, yeah, we're coming back to this one.
That's what I'm saying. And you see what I'm saying, yeah? When it comes, that's why I rate 9 as well, because this is what I'm trying to say about originality in the UK. Who else have you heard make a tune like that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's very.
Who else have you heard make a tune like that? Even whoever made the instrumental, that beat is madness.
It's crazy.
It's madness, and the way Nige just flows on it, and Tiggs as well, because Tiggs has got like some kind of huskiness in his voice, like it just makes the tune sound different.
It's just sweet. I like that.
Sounds like some mafia, LA noir type music. You get me? But it's just hard, man. But yeah, like
because even that one, and then Lord, I think for me, yeah, Lord to the Soil,
yeah,
that's quality.
Yeah,
I think for me, I'm not gonna lie, I always used to like it. I didn't really care about it too much. I think I was playing it again, and I think I heard Never Be Another again, but in my AirPods, and I was like, bro, this is sick. And I heard everything again. I was like, yeah, people like this. And obviously, it's a classic. Church with the Hollywood, that's a classic. Like you can't not, you can't not put that up there as well. Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like he's definitely. So I feel like with him, even though he's gonna like make one more project or whatever, I think he's solid because everything for me bangs.
He said he's gonna make one more project.
Yeah, I think he was with Chucky talking about it. Like, yeah, he's done after one more.
I can't lie. If he said he would retired now, I wouldn't blame him. He
He's
already went number one.
That's what I'm saying.
You get me? So it's like, bro.
And I feel like I rated number one so much because he kept it. Like he didn't have to change nines like that to get number one. Do you know what I mean? Like people have to like change it. Like if you hear nines now, obviously quality like it's not even quality aside. Like if you hear nines now, like 10 years ago, it's not like oh my god he's so different now. No, it's not like he still.
It's
says
the same thing. It's
same
just
thing.
Like I said, it's just the instrumentation and the the way that the music's composed that's different. But the way he touches a rhythm has not changed.
Not literally.
And that's what's special about music. When it comes to the way you can compose something and make something sound so original, then that's when it becomes something different. Like anyone could just go on YouTube and find a beat, or like I find like a DBE kind of beat, or maybe like a flipping like a Nate Smooth type beat or something like that, and then just ride it. But you see, when it comes to getting in the booth and like sitting down with a producer, having unique, authentic sounds and that incorporate into your music, that's when it becomes something more.
I feel like that's, even though you're not my favorite, I feel like that's what J Hus does well.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. I can admit it. Like, yeah, them. I don't know what they do, but they do it right. Like, I put my hands up and say, like, even though he's not my favorite, his sound is like, that's J Hus. Like, that's a J Hus. Like, if someone has to copy him, like, nah, you're cutting J Hus. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that straight away.
That's facts.
I'm trying to think. Who else in the UK do you think has that kind of like? Who do you think else has that like original kind of thing?
I can't think of a lot of people. Naz is one of those people. Western.
Oh, I love Western.
Western.
You know what? The other day I talked to my sister about this year, and she.
Do you know what? NSG as well. I can't lie.
Yeah, them not as well.
NSG as well. I'll be real.
You see with Western, yeah. Who's your least favorite in Western?
I'll be real. It's a Kel.
Thank God. Basically, I said this the other day to my sister. I was like, when them not dropped that project without a Kel, I was like, do you know what? They low-key don't need a Kel.
You're talking about double back, innit?
I don't know. What's it? No, there is it's that. I'm bad with the names.
Is it
Lights,
Western
Camera, Action.
Season Volume 2?
That one,
Volume 2.
yeah, that one. And it has Medusa in it. It has My Way, For You, the For You. Like,
Yeah.
I
That
think
was Western Season Volume 2. I went to see their concert when they dropped that stuff.
you're so lucky.
Yeah, I went to see it down here in Electric. But yeah, it was.
I feel like when I deeped, I was like, do you know what? I'm like, Akel's good, but I'm not dissing them. I'm saying like they're not low key. Don't need him
Yeah, it's
because
true
they're
still.
not.
But
They're
they've
not
been doing well with
solid.
him back though.
That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, I don't mind. Like, I don't mind regardless. Like, you know, I still rate Akel, but you know, like everyone has a favorite, everyone has a least favorite. You feel me? But I feel like Akel isn't really needed in the group. Like if it was just Hailey and Louis, yeah.
Because Hailey already. Oh, Hailey's even king of the hooks for me in the UK.
Facts.
I don't think there's no one that can talk to him when it comes to hooks.
Facts.
Like no one.
I 100% agree. Do you know how much people tell me I sound like Hailey as well? And do you know what? Yeah, it's not even a disrespect because I rate Hailey highly. You understand? No pun intended. Like I've hollered him for features bears. Obviously, I'm not gonna get no looking, but still, like you get me. Like one day I'm gonna have a tune with Hailey. Still, trust me. Just you know. But yeah, like he's definitely hard still. Very hard. And him and Louis could go their separate ways and still do well and by themselves. I believe.
I think that's when I deeped it when he was on Nines shooting lights. I was like, raw, like Louis actually going in. Like I was like, yeah, Louis actually not dead.
Louis
Do you know?
can spit.
Cause people may like say, oh yeah, it's just that the one. Do you know what I mean? Nah, Louis actually very.
Yeah, Louis can spit. Even his Daily Duppy, like what? Daily Duppy was hard. Even done drill on his Daily Duppy. I did not expect that from him.
Nah.
Yeah, he's cold still.
He's very cold.
Shout out Western.
Nah, they're actually clear. Who do
Yeah,
you like more
man.
though? Them or NS? I'm not gonna lie, I don't pick between them two because I go to them for different kind of vibes.
I mean, yeah,
I can't say actually.
I think it's different because even with Western, I feel like Western have touched on more stuff than NSG have. You know, even though NSG's sound is also very original. Like if you listen to Western, like they got this project called Double Back here. They've got like a lot of R&B incorporated music on there, and even on their latest one as well, I think it's Western Season Volume 2.
Yeah, that one.
They got like R&B stuff on there as well. Because I like R&B, I feel like that's where Western will have me more. Because NSG ain't really doing like the kind of authentic kind of R&B.
They just do
You
that.
get me? Like, yeah, like, because when Western do the R&B, it'll bring you back to like something that's from the early 2000s, you know, like, you know, they'll have like phone call skits and stuff like that to make it kind of give it that vibe in it. But you get me? Like, that's what I feel like personally. But I do rate NSG highly. I think their project Roots was sick.
No, that was very, very good.
When they came in with that, you see that intro blew me away still, I can't lie.
And I was very like, I'm not gonna lie, again, like, they're another group that sometimes people slander them like, oh, sometimes for me it's no reason because you lot are slandering them, but them not dead. Them not very good. That's why I'm really happy that nobody could diss Roots because Roots was solid.
Roots was
very, very solid.
Defo solid still. Roots was definitely. I know a lot of people looked at NSG and thought, "Raw, them man making a project now," but it worked.
It worked
You
very
understand?
well.
It worked. It worked well still.
This is the thing that them not, again, this is a comment that, again, not to say the obvious, but they can make music. It's the fact that they can make good music. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. So even like to, I mean, we're speaking bare about projects, blah, 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 but like, to wrap this up. So where would you like see yourself in like 5 years from now, basically, like musically and that?
I see myself 5 years. I see myself in top 10 in the UK, rapping or singing. That's how. That's what I feel like. You know, yeah. I think almost like I'm just I say just top 5 rapping or singing. Doesn't matter what it is.
No, I like that.
You get me?
I like that a lot. Yeah,
Because I know I can do both. So yeah.
And even like, what would you say to like a you say you do both in it? What would you tell like a young guy, like a young boy or something that could sing and rap and wanted to like start?
I feel like if you're gonna incorporate both continuously. Keep doing that, because where I started rapping and then I started singing. So it's almost like people that expected me to rap after I started rapping. It's like then there was people that were like, "Wow, he's a singer now." So it's kind of just like I've been in and out. But I feel like if you're a young artist and you know you can rap and sing, do both. Come up with both. You know, have a song and you know do a hook singing, and then when you're in your verses, you get me, show off your rapping skills. And that's it, man. And just stay true to yourself. Don't follow the wave. You know, don't follow what's popping, because I feel like when there's something that's authentic in the UK that no one's heard before, or maybe just even not even just in the UK, in the world, when people hear something that they haven't heard before and it blows, it's like it changes the landscape of a lot of things. You know. So like, let's say the first person you come up with drill, think about that and how it's changed the whole world.
That's very true.
You get me? Same with first person you come up with Afro swing and how it changed the whole UK scene. Like, think about just making your own lane and the kind of music that you want to incorporate and make it original as possible to yourself. And if it sounds good, then you get me, just keep going with it. I know, get you there soon. That's it.
Wow, that was very I can't lie, that was actually very nice. Do you know what I mean? That was very nice. But
yeah.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, man. Follow me.
Oh yeah, don't forget
to my Instagram and my Twitter and my Snapchat is all under Kaywavey_GB. And yeah, shout out French for having me on here. And yeah.